Yo, what's going on, you guys? It's your boy the FOOTI to the big E here once again with another video, and this is just my predictions video for WWE Hell in a Cell 2016 that is coming up very shortly on the WWE network. So as normal, let's get straight into this, people. First up, I want to talk about is the match between the New Day and also Sheamus and Cesaro for the title. I don't think, straight off the bat, I don't think the New Day is going to lose this one. I do keep on saying recently that I thought New Day's time is up. It's perfectly clear now that the New Day are going for the record for the tag team title, so I don't expect the New Day to lose this match at all. Sheamus and Cesaro will probably have an altercation at some point and be their undoing. I think New Day will just continue on in their quest to be the longest reigning tag team champions in WWE history. So the New Day for the win, people. Let's just move on. So up next I want to talk about is the rematch for the Cruiserweight title between TJ Perkins and Brian Kendricks. They had a good match last month. It wasn't as good as what the Cruiserweight Classics have been, if anyone wants Cruiserweight Classics, but it was an enjoyable matchup nonetheless. I do think that TJ Perkins again will get the win over Brian Kendricks. Again, I expect this to be a really good matchup, but I do expect TJ Perkins to remain your Cruiserweight champion. But don't be surprised if Kendricks comes really close to getting the win. So yeah, TJ Perkins for the win in a greatly anticipated matchup for the Cruiserweight title. Let's just move on, people. Next, I want to talk about the first of the 3 Hell in a Cell matches, and the first one I'm going to do is this one: Rusev versus Roman in the rematch for the United States Heavyweight Championship. I think in this one it's going to be pretty much a lot like Clash of the Champions. Rusev will dominate, Roman will get the win and still be a US champion. I'm enjoying this feud between Roman and Rusev. I know I'm more of a Rusev guy in this one, but it's nice to see Roman away from the main event picture now and paying his dues. I think that was a lot of the problem where people didn't like Roman. They felt he was being pushed too soon and he wasn't paying his dues. We can't say that anymore because he is paying his dues. He's carrying the US title and he's actually putting on a really good feud with Rusev. And I can be honest, guys, I'm really enjoying it. But I'm still pulling for Rusev to crush Roman. It probably won't happen, and Roman will still be your US champion at the end of the night. So let's just move on, people. Up next, I want to talk about Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins for the Universal title in the second Hell in a Cell match. The reason why I'm talking about this one now and not last like I normally do is because I feel that the women's match will headline the pay-per-view. Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens for the Universal title. What can I say about this matchup? I predict this to be a really good matchup. I feel their matchup last month was actually a really decent matchup. I'm wondering if Jericho's going to find a way to weasel his way into it and get underneath that cell, but I really don't know. I do expect good things. Both of these guys are incredible workers. They both put on great matches, and this should be even better than last month. I really enjoyed last month up until the point of Jericho coming out and really, I thought it like spoilt the main event after what we'd already had. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this matchup, but I do predict that Kevin Owens at the end of the night will still be your reigning WWE Universal Champion. Last but not least, out of these 5 matches that have been announced so far, I want to talk about is Charlotte versus Sasha for the rematch for the women's title. Now, the reason why I've done this one last, because I feel being in Boston, Sasha's hometown, they've just main evented Raw, and this is the perfect time for these guys to main event a big pay-per-view with women. People are behind this feud. Charlotte is one of the biggest heels in the business at the minute. People love Sasha. She's in her hometown. And they've broken barriers, and what better way to break barriers by the first ever women's Hell in a Cell match for the title, main eventing the pay-per-view, and I think that is exactly what happened. I do think this will go on last, and Sasha will keep her title in front of her hometown fans. I don't see Sasha losing it, but I do predict this match to be the icing on the cake in their feud. I feel they've got better over time. I felt that SummerSlam wasn't as good as when Sasha won the title on Raw, But 2 weeks ago, when Sasha won the title, I got to be honest, I thought that was the best match they've had so far. And I do feel that this Hell in a Cell match will go that one better. I think they will be out to prove something. This is the first time women have been in a Hell in a Cell, so they're going to really want to make a statement on this one, and that's why I do think it will be your main event. But Sasha will retain in her hometown, in front of her own people, and still be your reigning Raw Women's Champion at the end of the night. So, in a nutshell, that's the 5 matches that has been announced at the minute. I do feel that they will add Enzo and Big Cass versus the Club to the card. If they do, I am backing the Club to win that one. Apart from that, I can't really see any feuds going on at the minute on Raw that could go onto a pay-per-view. The only other one that I can think of is obviously Bayley versus Dana Brooke. So that might be added to the card in the next week or so as well. Obviously, we're only next Monday night coming is the last Monday Night Raw before Hell in a Cell. So if they're going to add the Club versus Enzo, it's going to be this Monday night with Dana Brooke and also Bayley. They're the only 2 rivalries that are going on Raw at the minute that I feel could be added to the card. I don't know what they'll do for the kickoff, and to be honest, I don't really care. So I think it's going to be a really good pay-per-view. I'm really looking forward to Hell in a Cell. I hope you guys are too, and I hope you really, really enjoy it. And I will be back for the results show as normal. And this was your boy FOOTI to the big E. If this is the first time you see my videos, please hit that subscribe button. I'm always back with wrestling content. I would really much appreciate all your support. And guys, remember to like, share, subscribe. And I'm out of it, guys. Bless and peace.